Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the importance of balancing your hormones and the effects that stress can have on your body and increased cortisol levels. And I also want to share some supplements that can help you balance your hormones and a couple like lifestyle tips as well. Before I jump into the video, I want to say that I will be away for Easter visiting some family. So I'm not going to be uploading a YouTube video onto this channel for like a week and a half. Because I'm not going to be in town, but so just so you guys aren't wondering where I went. But yeah, so today I decided, because I had a couple video requests and I wasn't sure which one I was going to post, so I decided to do the stress one because, as you know, for those of you who will be celebrating Easter, it can get stressful trying to prep all the food and clean the house for family, so I thought this is a good topic to address. I have talked about stress several times on this channel and the negative effects that it has on your body, so I'm not going to go into that. What I'm going to talk about more is what stress does in terms of hormones, I should say, and what happens when they're out of balance. So when you are really stressed, your body releases a lot of cortisol. Cortisol is needed in the body, but when you are very stressed, it's in high amounts. And like I said before, I talked about the fight or flight. You normally want those high amounts to get you out of, you know, a bad situation, but then you want those levels to go down. But in today's society, in our modern world, we are always stressed. We always have chronic stress. So our hormone levels are out of whack, and that wreaks havoc on our body. When your cortisol levels are very high, it lowers your testosterone levels. Men and women both have testosterone, and we both need good levels of testosterone in our body. Men obviously have more than women, but women still need it. Now, every single year that you age, your testosterone levels go down. And if you're very stressed, or if you have chronic stress, then your testosterone levels go down even more. And women tend to be more stressed than men, or at least more chronically stressed, because we are more emotional. I feel like we take more things to heart, and we overthink a lot of things. So those all cause, you know, higher cortisol levels, which causes a drop in testosterone. So I feel like women, even more than men, should be doing everything they can to help increase their testosterone levels. People have this thing in their head that testosterone is only for men, and that, you know, women, when you think of, you know, having testosterone, they're like, ooh, I don't want to be hairy or like have huge bulging muscles. It doesn't work like that. The only way you would get those huge bulging muscles and an extremely hairy face is if you were injecting yourself like crazy with, you know, testosterone, which you're not doing. So in this video, I want to talk about ways that you can help increase those testosterone levels, because when they are lower than they should be, you will get increased abdominal fat. Your body will be storing a lot more fat, especially around the abdominal area, which will can cause heart disease and diabetes and obesity, mood swings and depression. So it can lead to a whole risk of problems. And I feel like, at least for me personally, I'm always stressed, and even when I try to calm myself down, I'm still always stressing about something. So if you feel like you're always tired, if you feel like you have, like your muscles aren't growing or are actually getting smaller, regardless of, you know, your efforts of working out and stuff, that could all mean that you have low testosterone levels and you need to boost them and or maintain them. So one of the best ways that you can increase your testosterone and lower your cortisol levels would be with physical activity. So lifting weights or cardio are both good options, and they just help when you're stressed. Normally, like if you have like a scary moment in your life and you need to fight or flee, your body releases cortisol, and what happens is your digestion and everything else gets put on hold, and your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and it fuels your muscles and allows you to exert your energy and escape. So if you are, you know, running away from a lion, like the typical scenario, a zebra running away from a lion, they're doing physical activity, and that's, you know, kind of lowering their cortisol levels. So once they're escaped the lion, then their levels are back to normal. But for us, we get stressed about, you know, getting stuck in traffic and things like that, and our cortisol levels are always high, and we don't do physical activity to bring it back down when we're stressed. So physical activities is just a really good way to get those cortisol levels down and get your cortisol levels back in balance. And when that happens, your testosterone will balance out. So that's one of my best tips, top tips, is exercising. But if you're looking for some supplementation, if you're already working out and you say, well, what else can I take to help balance my hormones? My top favorite would be ashwagandha. I talk about this a lot, so I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but basically it is an adaptogen. It supports your adrenal glands. It's good for your thyroid, but it's really good for just balancing hormones. And there's a product, I don't know the exact name. I will leave it in the link in the description box below, but it's from St. Francis Herb, and you guys know I love that company, but they sell, I think it's called ashwagandha testosterone. But that specific one is really good for increasing your testosterone levels and maintaining them. So like I said earlier, that women, as they reach menopause every year from like 20, I think, and up, their testosterone levels start lowering. You need to be balancing your testosterone, and that's a good product to use. I will link everything that I'm going to talk about in the description box below so you guys can see how they're spelt and find out where you can buy them. But ashwagandha is one of my top favorite. And then another thing you could do would be Panax ginseng. I do Siberian ginseng because that's all my store has on hand, but it's not as effective. Panax ginseng specifically is really good because it's good for giving you a lot of energy, which usually when you have high cortisol levels, low testosterone, you're very fatigued. So it's good for giving you energy, and it's really good for balancing out those hormone levels, and it will target that belly fat as well. There's also cordyceps, which is a mushroom. There's chaga and reishi, which are good too, but I find cordyceps specifically for stress is really good because it will help lower your stress levels, which in turn will lower your cortisol, increase your testosterone, and help with the belly fat. And it's also like a super powerful antioxidant, so you're kind of getting, you know, many benefits in one. So I would recommend that one as well. And then finally, another one of my favorites would be astragalus. I don't take this one as often, and it's not as popular as ashwagandha, but it's a really good adaptogen as well. So you can buy it in a capsule form, you can get it in a powder form, tea form, but I would just recommend like a capsule. Taking that really will help boost your metabolism and help balance out those hormone levels as well. It is so critical having the right balance of hormones in your body, because without it, everything else gets thrown off. Like, your hormones kind of dictate what your body needs to do, and when they're all thrown off, you will feel so much more tired, you'll feel more bloated, you'll have more abdominal fat, you might be at high risk for diabetes and cardiovascular disease and all sorts of things. So it's really critical to make sure they're balanced, obviously by reducing your stress, by working out, and then you can also, you know, incorporate some supplementation. There's also a supplement, it's called DHEA. I took this a long time ago and I haven't taken it in a while, but I will be getting back on it. It's really good for balancing those testosterone levels. So like I said, everything will be in the description box below. You can look into all of this. I don't want to go too in depth in the science and background of each of these supplements because I am in a rush. I got to pack and get things done. But I will just leave everything that you can, like all the links to buy these, and you can just look into it yourself if you want more information. But DHEA is definitely a good idea to take, especially if you feel like you have low testosterone, if you feel super sleepy, if you are, you know, gaining a little bit more weight, your muscle mass is going down, you probably should be taking something to help support those hormone levels. So DHEA is a really good one. So anyways, okay, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are new to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful Easter, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.